live. And live. Okay. So here I'm live. Cool. 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 Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. What's going on with the mic? Hello. Okay. Anyways, should probably get the level 68. Haha, motherfucker. We're good. We're bad. We are something. Not that much. We're always something. Oh, it has been a minute and a half since I did this kind of bullshit. And so I'm trying to figure out like where exactly I should be. This just kind of dumb. So it's always here. There. It's always good, I guess, to kind of get stuff off your chest. Well, not necessarily off your chest, just like just kind of put things into is trying to accomplish. But still, I've got one such a fucking pleasure to be a part of. Ah, there you are. You can't see anything like this. Everything else, so that way I can do this. But no, I'm not. I'm not gonna bother. I'm not going to worry about a thing. I just need to be myself, which is kind of stupid, and at the same time, because I don't know. Because oh no, that's my fault. Yes. So for the past couple of weeks, I've been working on a game within the notoriously buggy as fuck RPG maker, and so I was like, no, and then tried recovering that, and then that didn't work, so I did another game. Was like, yeah, and then that fucked up me. I'm like, no. So now I'm on my third attempt in like 1 month. I've tried to knock this out. Now I'm being really careful. I've got like backups all over the place, although there are some files that don't necessarily transfer over, and I'm like, how, what the fuck am I thinking here? So everything in perspective, keep the file up, it doesn't automatically. It's very much real, and now I'm starting to keep a record of all the weird little details that are popping up in the back of my mind rather than doing like a whole entire splurf of things. And that's actually kind of helping me out in the long run, helping me. And so I've been keeping like a small diary on my phone to get a cup of coffee and just knocking it. And I'm not even worried about the plot because I'm still building the world. And every once in a while, I'll get bored and like do like a little sidetrack thing. I'm like, oh, my kitchen bit. I'll work on it. I'll work on this accessories. I'll work on the end. I'll work on this. I'll work on that. Then something is going to fuck it up, and I'm just gonna lose my shit because I've been doing regular deployments, regular backups of the project itself, and I am not gonna lie. Sometimes it is a massive pain in the butt because not only do you have like the core file itself, but you also have like all the extraneous skills like the states, the levels, the characters, and whatnot. And at this point, I'm just like not even bothering with the custom characters because I know at some point the thing is just gonna fuck up on me. I'm like gonna be. I'm still working on through like test area where I constantly just kind of fuck around. Then you have the um, like the actual game itself, where admittedly not very much progress has been done because I distracted, started working on the enemy, got distracted, started working on the roast system, got fucking distracted on that, started working on because I know that making a game is just like, it's all about consistency and dedication and passion. As long as you can maintain the passion, that's pretty much all that really happens. My hands are all over the place. I've got all the space to move around. I can move around over here. I can move around over here. I can move around everywhere. And it's just like cool. I have like 7 minutes if anyone bothers to watch this fucking thing all the way through. That's gonna be absolutely fucking amazing. In the meantime, I'm trying to find work, go back to school. I'm thinking about trying to re-enlisting to the military, although the window to that is closing because the Navy, God bless their little souls, has a age limit of 39. So I know that if I don't move fast on that, that shit's going to close, and that window is just going to be a quack because after 40, I don't know why people are like, yeah, you're too fucking old for this shit. And I'm like, fuck you. I don't want to deal with that bullshit. And just a whole bunch of things. Not to mention that the star of my TikTok lives, Biscuit, is almost, she is huge. She started off as like a little tiny button, like that I could fit in the palm of my hand. But now, look at her. She's massive. She's a massive cat. She's like huge. She's like, let me get into my window. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't bite. We don't bite. Okay. But at the same time, where'd you go? Hey, you're behind me. You are behind me. Now you're beside me. So you love the camera, but you hate being held because I start playing it like an electric guitar. Just so on the whole commentary community side or uploading in general, I just haven't done it because I've been so busy with various projects going on in my whole life that I haven't really had much time to upload any new videos or anything like that. It's just kind of been this massive pain in the butt. But on the flip side, I have been going live on TikTok a lot more, and that's actually been really, fun for me because I do throw readings. I start doing throw readings on the live and be like, hey, here's what's going on. It's literally just a fucking story, and the fact that it's relating on to people is like, well, this is a thing. So a couple of nights ago, I was in the middle of a reading, and the algorithm decided, hey, I was bullying someone. I'm like, no, I wasn't. I just get really excited when I'm in that zone and I'm energetic and everything's kind of flowing. But it's kind of been interesting, to say the least. Like, I can talk about everything that's been going on that I'm excited about, but at the same time, when it comes to like the online side of things, like keeping up with what's been going on in the community, the what's going on with YouTube, world events, outside of like the whole Ukraine-Russia thing and maybe the Will Smith slap, I've just been in my own little world. And I know that's not the most popular opinion because I don't really have much to say in regards to like things that are impactful. What I can say is that the direction that we as a society are headed just by the social media posts alone, even if that's not the dictated narrative for the majority of Americans is, hey, cool. Hey, Jake, how's it going, man? Is that we are very much in the age of fluidity. Now, what I mean by that is the gender identity, sexual identity, sexual orientation, the what we're able to put up with, what we're not to put up with, the seemingly three, although they're less of a political movement and more just something else. It's like I don't know. There's like so much going on in the world at the moment between Twitter trying to force Musk to buy Twitter, which is the stupidest fucking thing in the world, because he had that whole entire thing in the back, but his only hiccup was the fact that how many of your accounts are actually bots, and then Twitter wouldn't release that information, even though it's supposed to regularly go through the accounts and just kind of like knock everything out on that front. And you should be like, all right, cool. So what I'm going to is I'm going to like own Twitter from the floor all the way up to the fucking tweet. Or here's what's going on. Here's what we're going to implement. Here's how we're going to do it. And it would have been like, great. But the weird thing about someone buying a social media company is the fact that once they buy that social media company, they can dictate then what is happening within that community itself. So there's no longer the sense of like freedom of speech. Well, freedom of speech is the freedom of speech. However, say that it might go against the terms of service as well as the various rules in place, then it's not really up to them. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want, but at the same time, if it violates one of the terms of service and the algorithm picks up on that, or maybe one of the Twitter bots picks up on that, then that's just like kind of bullfuckery in and of itself. With the weird placement of the Supreme Justices, because there's about 9 Republicans and 2 Democrats, and the way they see them was stupid. It's like Republican, Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican. It's like, okay, cool. It's just been kind of trippy how they've been seated. It's like they're using the Democratic justices of the Supreme Court to put up like little walls, and there definitely needs to be like an evening out. So Biden definitely needs to like slam a couple more, like extend the number of seats for the justices, and then even out the numbers, so that way it's not seemingly so one-sided when it comes to those decisions. As for like everything that's been going on with Trump himself, I don't care. Like, I'll keep up with it, but as for posting whatever's going on there, I'm not really going to concern myself with it. There's always going to be this moment where things are seemingly perfect, progress is being made, but at the same time, it's going to not be very good. But but like I said, I've had my ass for a long time in regards to like world events and causes and you know, per, you know, campaigns and whatnot. I don't keep up with celebrity news. Like if something piques my interest, they'll pique my interest for 5 minutes. I'll be like, all right, cool, useless bullshit. I was never interested in with like Twitter users and everything. Everyone's so goddamn fucking twisted. No one needs to see your ass. Come here, baby. I love you, you little pain. Come here. Are you gonna? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're just gonna sit there. I got 2 cats. Like, Stella Bell, who's all this fucking dirt, but she's the greater of the attention threats because she's just like all over the place. And then that's the you know who just is incredibly shy, but at the same time, such a massive pain in the ass. So it's kind of trippy all over the place. I don't know why, but my games have been feeling less like games and more like work and city building and simulation and everything. And it's like when I'm working on a game. When I'm playing games, it's games that you have to build something. So it's like no matter what I do or how I go about it, I'm still playing. Relationship wise, that's kind of up in the air. Like, I think I've got something going on, but maybe actually I do. I do have something going on relationship wise. But it's been arm's length and online mostly. And I really miss the the physical presence of relationships. Because that's just something that I'm used to. Is that a bird or guinea pig? I don't know, and I don't care. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream because that's pretty much all I really have to say. So, yeah. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Not to mention that I've got other shit to work on. So, this was fun.